Hello, and today I wanted to, I'm going to be starting a new series and I'm really, really excited. And this is near and dear to me because I don't, well, haven't disclosed this topic to many other than a few select amount of folks because I think I'm just really now starting to get the understanding and the grasp of, what it is, the extremity of what I've been through. Um, I'm just going to start by saying, I'm Missy, Pushing Weight Fitness, health and fitness coach, all about wellness and, taking your life back, getting, people healthy and just loving to do that. And it's a passion of mine. It's like embedded, like really, really deep. I've also am a full-time community-based health medical professional. And so for the past, say I graduated in 99. So all these years I've, been designed to serve and to dedicate my life to making, people feel better and, become more healthy. And I've also found that this health and fitness coaching, because I'm a health and fitness coach as well, that has been able to open a whole nother side of health and wellness and fitness that that's a big piece of, staying well and healthy. So this series I'm going to be blogging and going live about is today. I was going to do it eventually. I just didn't feel I was ready. But today, as you can tell, I'm kind of like in my room in the bed with the covers up, and I'm in Florida, and it's in the 20s today, and it was last week. It was in the 80s. But so having said that, I've captured some kind of freakish flu. I got the flu shot because I do work, community-based health, like I said, and it's very important to do that. But I've captured some kind of illness. It's a just nasty, disgusting little virus that's gotten a hold of me, and it got me thinking about, I think now's the time. I think now's the time to show, because every time I don't feel well, get a little cold or feel kind of run down, it brings me back to when I had the scare or the TIA. And what a TIA is the TIA stands for trans ischemic attack. And in real brief um, description of that is basically when your brain has a clot and the clot blocks off all the blood flow um, to that certain area. And when your brain doesn't get blood flow, it doesn't, get the oxygenated blood. Therefore, you lose some, excuse me, some functioning. And so it's a mini stroke. Sometimes they say that those occur as a precursor or warning to the big one, even though most people, when they think about strokes, they think of, heart. This was actually in the brain. And now I'm just going to tell you that I'm only 40. This has been, let's see, it happened 3 years ago. And I'm going to get into extreme detail on some of the effects. Like the permanency of having a TIA usually does not affect your permanent, functions. Now, I will say that it did cause, and you haven't seen me wear them in any of these series that I've been doing, but I do have had, since then, I've had, get glasses because I haven't been able to function too much without them. I don't wear them like I'm supposed to, but they're progressive, so anybody that's familiar with that, that's kind of annoying. Another effect is that I used to be, most people that know me as being a real sharp speaker, meaning if, I always had a quick comeback, and I was real snappy at, my words and very smart and, quick. But through the TIA, I've lost a little bit of that. I mean, I'm fortunate, and I thank God every day for giving me a second chance. And I think that's why I went into the health and fitness side of things more, because some of the things that I'll disclose during this series, you don't think that those kind of things are going to affect you or cause an impact, but it does. Like, for instance, I was drinking And Coke's probably going to hate me, but I was drinking diet soda morning, noon, and night. I've always been a small person, so, weight didn't necessarily have a factor in that, but I drank that stuff like, you might as well just put an IV to me. And if I couldn't find it, I was freaking out. And there was an addiction to it, actually. And I believe a lot of that had bearing on kind of what happened. And I'm proud to say at this point, I'm soda free for April 26th will be 3 years. And so I titled this series as I'm a TIA survivor. And I feel that there's more people out there. Matter of fact, right now I have two people in my general circle that has also had, a mini stroke at a younger age. And you'll hear me flip-flop back and forth between a mini stroke and TIA. And again, that stands for trans ischemic attack. And it's where a blood clot formed in my brain and blocked off oxygen and ultimately blood supply. And generally they say that doesn't last but 24 hours. But once you come out of that, some of the things it leaves behind is where the work comes in. So I hope this series will help someone who's been through it. And like I say, today I'm not really a good prime example because I'm sick, but I wasn't going to do this series today. I was going to wait, but I felt like I want, people to see that. And part of why I think I still have like a compromised immune system is because of that. It's really affecting you over the long run. So I think that if I could just help one person to realize that you can survive, that you can make it through these kind of things, that I feel like I've done a great thing, because then maybe they'll help someone else, and on and on. My voice is kind of going now because, like I said, I've had this, whatever has been going around. When you're in community-based health, that happens. But ultimately, I am a TIA survivor, and this series is going to take you through the course of what that is, and to hopefully instill faith and hope that if you've been through this kind of thing, that you too can be a survivor. You don't have to be a victim. The way I look at it is, I had a TIA. It doesn't have me. So hopefully that you will get something out of this, and catch